Hey guys, it's Shannon.
And Paul.
And Callie.
Yep, there's Callie.
Callie the Calico. So Callie is staying. She has found a forever home.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure.
We're pretty sure.
Look at that cat. I don't know exactly what she's doing, but we wanted to film it because... Oh, Paul's gonna play with her now. Oh, there she goes.
She loves this.
She loves to play. She's like, oh, there's something under here. I have to get it. She is such a sweet cat. She really is.
Yeah, she's really cute. Good kitty. Okay, guys, so today we're going to do a little bit different of a vlog. I feel like the house has kind of been consuming our life, and this vlog is going to be no different. So,
yay!
Yeah. Shannon is getting over her cold,
yep.
So that's really good. For those of you who are wondering about the plumber did show up on Thursday. Was it Thursday? No,
Wednesday.
Wednesday. He showed up on Wednesday. We have a hole in our ceiling. We're going to talk about that next week, so you'll get an update on that. That'll be a whole nother vlog topic, the hole in our ceiling and other stuff. But since we just got done at the design center, well, we're not quite done. We still have to go back to finalize everything. But we got a really cool comment that I kind of wanted to address. I have notes here. It was from Mr. Rillionaire. He was kind of commenting on the design center. He said that he had to go to a design center next week, and he's afraid he's going to mess it up because he's a dude's dude. And so I just kind of wanted to give you my perspective. Shannon is welcome to join in this at any point and correct me. So I just kind of wanted to give you like my perspective on,
correct you.
On the design center.
You guys heard that here. I'm allowed to correct him.
Yes.
Oh, what wife doesn't want to hear that?
Yeah. So, well, oftentimes with stuff like this, Shannon is right about stuff, and I'm wrong.
Oh, yes, I finally have it on camera.
That's going to become a GIF somewhere.
Yes, I have video evidence.
Yep.
Shannon is usually right.
It'll be auto-tuned in a GIF. I can see it now on our phone.
If any of you are talented, totally do that.
All right, so I want to offer a disclaimer, first and foremost. I'm going to be telling you about some things that Shannon and I did at the design center and why we did those. Those of you who are building homes, going to design centers and picking out stuff of your own, or if you're just thinking about remodeling homes, these are just things that Shannon and I did. This is not telling you what to do. It's just suggestions about ways to think about it. All right, so now that we've got the disclaimer out of the way and I'm sitting down, I also want to talk to you just for a minute about the financial implications of buying a house or of financing a house. A house is probably the most expensive thing that 99.9% of people buy. And I know that there are some people out there that buy homes with cash. That's awesome. Even if you do that, this is still going to apply, just in a different degree. So when talking about design centers and upgrades and things like that, everything that you do to a home is going to cost extra money. That's going to go on your mortgage. So that's going to affect you in terms of your monthly payment and how much interest you're going to pay over the life of that loan. But even if you're one of those people that can buy a home all cash, anything that you upgrade at the building phase of things is going to go onto the purchase price, which is going to affect your property value. Just so you're aware of that. Your property value is important because you're going to pay your homeowner's insurance is going to be based on the property value as well as the property tax. So whatever you decide to upgrade with the builder is going to be taxed each and every year. So just to give you guys an idea, let's say that you bought appliances in the price of your home. Let's say you added those at the design center.
Which we have done before.
And just so you know, if you've done any of these things, Shannon and I have done them as well.
Yes.
Everything we're talking about, we have done at one point or another in our life. So don't feel bad about it. This is just going to be a learning process for everybody. And I'm sure that we are making mistakes with buying this home. And we're going to learn about those. And 5 years from now, we'll be like, oh, okay. If we buy a new home, now we'll know not to do that. So going back to appliances. Let's say that you buy a brand new washer, dryer, refrigerator. You upgrade the dishwasher, the microwave, and the stove. And like all that's like $5,000, which that's not very much money from a builder, because a builder is going to offer you a certain selection of stuff and then they charge a markup over and above what you would pay at Home Depot for it, or at any other appliance store. Not a big upgrade, not a big upcharge, but there is an upcharge. Well, that's going to go on top of your purchase price. And so that $5,000 in most areas of the United States, you would want to check your specific area and figure it out. Most areas of the United States, property taxes are just about 1%. That means on those $5,000 worth of appliances, you're going to pay $50 a year over and above the cost of the appliances and the financing on the appliances. You're just paying the $50 a year in taxes. So Shannon and I said that we did that. With this house that we're sitting in right now, we bought appliances from the builder. We bought a washer, a dryer, a refrigerator.
And then it came with the other stuff.
And then it came with the other stuff. But the washer and the dryer and the refrigerator that we bought were nice ones, and I want to say they were about $4,000, give or take. And so each and every year that we've lived here, we've paid like $40 on our property taxes based on that initial purchase. So since we've lived here 13 years, you're looking at $520 additionally we've paid.
And can I just add insult to injury?
Yeah, go ahead.
To make it even worse, we've now lived here long enough that the refrigerator broke and was replaced,
Yep.
and the washer and dryer broke and were replaced. So we no longer have those appliances, yet we're still paying the property tax on those appliances every year.
Right. So that's just one of those things to consider. We bought ceiling fans through the builder. We bought blinds on our windows through the builder, and all of those things were just wonderful, wonderful conveniences. Because when we moved into the house, everything was just ready, and we didn't have to go find somebody to install those things. I didn't have to install them. I've installed those in our previous house, and I'm not doing that again. Because number one, I'm not handy, and number two, it's just better. It's a whole lot less stress on me and on Shannon for us to hire a professional to do it, and we know it's going to be done better.
Well, and for us, the time it takes to install one fan, a professional could install like six. I was going to say like 6 in the same amount of time. So.
Yeah. Shannon's probably right. Probably closer to 6.
That's right.
I want to feel like I could install.
I'm liking this video. Shannon's probably right.
Yeah. So anyway, those are just kind of things to really keep in mind. So with those things in mind, I am not telling you not to upgrade stuff. I'm a big fan of upgrades from a building standpoint, because there's a lot of things that when you're building a house make a lot of sense to upgrade, because going back and doing things later, no matter how handy you are, can be a big expense and a big disruption in your life. And if you're like Shannon and I, that may be something you want to avoid more so than the money. So let's talk about structural upgrades for a minute. Those are things that I'm a big fan of. Like in this house, we have 9-foot ceilings. That was something that was an option. We chose to do that. That's something that in the building phase is very easy to do if that's available from your builder. Hi, Callie. Kitty just jumped down right there.
She's reading his notes.
Yeah, she's reading my notes, and she's distracting me. So,
reading the notes.
Callie. So things like that are great, because when they're building the house, that's very easy to do, but that would be very difficult to do after the fact. Something that Shannon and I are really excited about with this house that we're building now, is we have the option to wire the house the way that we want it for high-speed internet.
It just makes my little tech geek self so excited.
Yeah, so Shannon is the geek as far as technology goes in the family. I don't get very excited about new technology. Shannon loves it.
I love it.
Yeah. She's got an Apple Watch right there.
An Apple Watch.
That'll be in video next week, too. So anyway, so we sat down yesterday evening with the low voltage wiring guy, and he started telling us some different. We knew we wanted to get lots of different internet, Cat 5 internet ports, because we're planning on hardwiring the entire house for internet and not using very much wireless. This house is mostly wireless, and the internet's really good here. It's very stable, but also there's just times where things don't go as fast as we would like them, or be as stable as we would like them. And so we're really looking forward to having the hardwired internet basically everywhere. And that's something that in the future is only going to get to be more and more, because people are streaming more and more data for TV, for movies. Shannon and I haven't had cable in, I want to say like 3 years, 4 years.
Yeah,
maybe longer. Maybe even longer than that. everything that we watch on our TV, we watch TV, but we watch it through the Roku. We just stream what's available, or Netflix or Amazon Prime. We just stream the TV shows that are available, and we get the discs from Netflix as TV shows come out that aren't available for streaming, and that's just how we watch TV. And we're not alone. Most of Americans are now doing the same thing. So in order to do those things efficiently and stably, a hardwired internet is great, and those are things that are very, very easy to do. Again, at the construction phase, a lot harder to do, to go back and fix. So think about those things, kind of up front, figure those things out. Obviously, while some people buy a house cash, some people just don't have a budget when it comes to building a house. Money is no object. They can buy whatever they want. Most of us are not in that position. Shannon and I are not in that particular position. So you do have to have a budget in mind, but you want to make sure, you need to understand that the house you're buying, that's the house you're going to live in. And I've learned this lesson the hard way. I'll just say this once again and admit I was wrong. I've gone the cheap route with stuff, and I have paid the price for it later, both in terms of financially and inconvenience. So really try and spend some time and think about what you're actually going to do. Maybe you're somebody that you're really handy and you're thinking, I'm going to go back and I'm going to do X, Y, and Z to the house. Are you somebody that's really going to do it? I'm just asking that. There were things I thought I was going to do to a house. I haven't done them. I've just learned about myself. I don't have the required skill to get it right, or I don't have the time, or I don't have the motivation now that I thought I was going to have in order to do it. And so the things just aren't done. So those are all things to think about, the price of what it would be to get them done right now from the builder, and then they're just done and you can enjoy your home. And that's something you can definitely put a price on, the enjoyment of your home. I'm not saying that you can't put a price on it, because you certainly can put a price on the enjoyment of your home, but I just am warning, don't be cheap for the sake of being cheap. If you need to come within a budget, we'll talk about that in just a minute, but just think about what your budget is and think about what you're trying to accomplish with your home. So to address Mr. Millionaire's thing about the design center, we talked about structural upgrades, we talked about the financing, the implications of that. The design center stuff is going to be pretty quick and simple. What Shannon and I noticed with the design center is the majority of our money in the design center was spent on two items: cabinetry and flooring. That's where our big money went. Probably most people who do a home, that's where your big money is going to go. So if you need to stay within a certain budget, those are going to probably be the things you're going to want to focus on, finding options that are included from the builder with those kind of things, or maybe only upgrade just slightly. If you're fortunate enough that you can pick whatever cabinets and flooring you want, most of the other options, they cost money, but the money that you're spending on the other options is kind of like nickel and dime compared to those bigger options like the flooring and the cabinetry. It adds up, but you're able to add so many more options. Like you might be able to add, what, Shannon, 20? Like 20 different upgrades for the cost of like the cabinets.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're trying to save the money, it's like, well, we can take the cabinets down a tier as far as upgrades, or we can get rid of all these other 20 things that we really liked. What are you going to do?
Right.
So that's a way to really think about how to save within your budget at the design center. Another thing for Mr. Millionaire, I really want to tell you, is the people at the design center, they're salespeople for the builder, but their goal is to help you design the house that you want. They want you to enjoy your home. And I've never met a person at one of these design centers that I felt like their focus was on selling me something. I felt like they were there to help me make the choices that was going to make my home. And we have now bought from 4 different builders, and I've felt that way at all 4 different places, just so you know. Utilize that person's expertise. Go spend a little bit of time before you go to the design center and think about the kind of home that you want to live in. The way to figure that out is think about homes that you like, and when I talk about that, what I mean by that is like the feel that you want your home to have. Do you want your home to feel like warm and cozy? What kind of what colors do you like in terms of like flooring? Do you like, hardwood or carpeting better? What kind of furniture, colors are you planning on putting in there? If you know those things and you can just walk in and tell the person at the design center, they can help you a lot more effectively. They're going to ask you a lot of questions that are going to lead them to that information anyway. So if you walk in there with kind of knowing what you like, then you can tell them and you can save a lot of time, and they can help curate better choices from what they have to offer. And they can put together like color palettes that are going to look really good.
Yeah, and they have an eye for that sort of thing.
They really do. Yeah, they've been trained for that, and they know what they have to offer a lot better than you do just going in there for a few hours.
Sorry, the camera's shaking, guys. We have a cat attacking the tripod.
So anyway, I think that's just kind of my biggest thing. Think about the cost going into it. Think about the effects of the financing, the taxes. Your big money items, like your big money single line items, are going to be your cabinets and your flooring. Definitely, think about the structural upgrades and the wiring of the house. I can't talk enough about the wiring of the house. That's something we're just really excited about. And I think that's it.
Yeah, so pretty much structural and wiring should always be your first priority.
Yeah.
If you have a budget, because those are things that are just
almost impossible to go back and
they're just
fix.
Such a problem. But you can replace your counters, you can replace your carpet. You can do all that stuff later if you need to, like if your budget doesn't allow it. The first home we built, we didn't upgrade a single thing. I mean, it was
fine.
Yeah, and
it was a beautiful home.
It was fine, and then over time we slowly upgraded it with Corian counters, or you can put granite or whatever. You can do that stuff slowly later if need be.
Yeah, exactly. And like with this home, we upgraded a whole lot, and we had to remodel a bathroom, so that was a good learning experience because we learned that it can be done. It's a pain.
We just don't like it.
We just don't like doing it. We just don't like having it done, but it can be done. So those are just things to kind of keep in mind. So anyway, I have a question for you guys. We did this video in response to a comment, and the comments you guys leave are just awesome. But we make sure and read every comment, but we're not able to respond to every comment, and we're certainly not able to respond the way we would like to every comment, just because of the time it takes to write out long, thought-out responses. So these videos offer a great way for us to interact with you. So I'm asking you guys, are there any other questions you have about this process that you would like one of us to address? Leave that comment down below. We'll definitely try and do that. Also, with that comment, let us know whose point of view you would like. Would you like my point of view, or would you like Shannon's point of view? If you want the right point of view, you might want Shannon's.
He must want something, guys.
So anyway, I think that's going to do it for today. I think we're pretty much done with the house stuff for a little while now. We have to go back and sign a bunch of paperwork to kind of finalize our design center choices. But I think we've gotten everything in line because we've done our mortgage stuff. We've made the choices for the design center. So like I said, we just have to sign paperwork, and then we can start watching it be built.
Which is probably still going to be a while until that starts.
Yeah, it's going to be a while before all this stuff starts, but it's I feel like in the past month we've just had to make so many decisions and think about so much. It's going to be nice to now kind of be able to breathe a little bit and not have all that pressing stuff that has to be done, and just the pressure to make sure you get it right. So anyway, hope you guys liked this video. Please leave those comments down below. Leave the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and we'll see you guys later.
Bye, guys.